You have been told your whole life to drink more water, and that advice is not wrong. But here is what very few people will ever tell you. After the age of 60, plain water alone can only take your skin so far. In fact, when it comes to collagen rebuilding, cellular repair, and restoring the kind of firmness and hydration that fades with age, water on its own addresses roughly 30% of what your skin actually needs at this stage of life. The other 70%? It comes from a handful of simple, affordable additions, compounds backed by real clinical research, that transform your ordinary glass of water into something your body can truly use. Today, I am going to walk you through all 5 of them, explain exactly what each one does at the cellular level, and show you how to use them in a way that produces results you can actually feel and see. I am Dr. Naira Stein. For many years, my work has centered on one question. How do we help older adults not just add years to their lives, but preserve the quality of those years, their comfort, their confidence, and their sense of vitality? That includes the health of the skin, which is far more than a cosmetic concern. The skin is the largest organ in the body, and its condition reflects what is happening at a deep cellular level throughout the entire system. What I share with you today is drawn from peer-reviewed clinical research, not from wellness trends or product marketing. I want you to have information that is genuinely useful, explained clearly, and respectful of everything you already know. If this is your first time here, welcome. This channel exists for adults in their 60s, 70s, and beyond who deserve honest, evidence-based health information, delivered without condescension and without an agenda. I am glad you found your way here today. Stay with me all the way to the 5th edition, because the final one is something I have used with patients more than any other single recommendation on this list, and the science behind it genuinely surprised me when I first encountered it. Let us begin. Why plain water is not enough after 60. Before we get into the 5 additions, I want you to understand what is actually happening inside the skin as we age. This context will make everything that follows far more meaningful. After the age of 30, your body's natural collagen production declines by approximately 1% every year. By the time you reach 65, you have lost roughly a third of the collagen that once gave your skin its structure, its elasticity, and its ability to spring back. By 75, that loss can approach 50%. And collagen is not simply a beauty compound. It is the most abundant protein in the human body. It scaffolds the skin, the joints, the blood vessels, and the connective tissue throughout the entire system. At the same time, the skin's ability to produce and retain hyaluronic acid, the compound responsible for holding moisture inside skin cells, declines by approximately 50% after menopause and with advancing age. This is why so many older adults find that their skin feels dry and thin, even when they are drinking adequate amounts of water. The cellular machinery that used to trap that moisture is running at reduced capacity. And critically, the fibroblast cells in the dermis that manufacture new collagen every day begin to both decline in number and slow in activity. They are still there. They still want to work. They simply need the right raw materials and biological signals to do so. Providing those signals is exactly what the following 5 additions accomplish. Addition 5. Fresh lemon juice, the collagen cofactor your skin is missing. The 5th addition is something so simple and so inexpensive that it is almost easy to dismiss. Half a fresh lemon squeezed into 12 ounces of room temperature water, consumed first thing each morning before coffee or food. That is it. But the reason it belongs on this list has nothing to do with trend or taste. It has everything to do with biochemistry. Your body cannot produce collagen without vitamin C. This is not optional. Vitamin C is what scientists call a required cofactor in collagen synthesis, meaning the enzymatic processes your fibroblasts use to build collagen cannot proceed without it. Specifically, vitamin C enables the hydroxylation of 2 amino acids, proline and lysine, that give collagen fibers their characteristic triple helix structure. Without that step, the collagen your skin attempts to produce is structurally fragile. Think of vitamin C as the molecular fastener that holds the fiber together. Remove the fastener and the entire structure loses its integrity. Here is what makes this particularly important for older adults. Research published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology has found that skin vitamin C concentrations in adults over 65 are, on average, 50 to 60% lower than in younger adults, even when dietary intake is comparable. The aging body becomes less efficient at transporting vitamin C from the bloodstream into the dermal tissue. This means many older adults are functionally vitamin C deficient at the skin level, even when their general nutrition appears adequate. Fresh lemon juice addresses this with a specific advantage over other vitamin C sources. The white inner membrane of citrus fruit contains a flavonoid called hesperidin, which research in the British Journal of Nutrition has shown to enhance the absorption of vitamin C into skin tissue specifically. When hesperidin and vitamin C are consumed together, as they naturally occur in fresh lemon juice, vitamin C absorption into the dermis is measurably greater than from isolated supplementation alone. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into 12 ounces of room temperature or slightly warm water. Do not use boiling water, as temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius begin to degrade both the vitamin C and the hesperidin. Drink it slowly before anything else in the morning. If you take medications that interact with citrus, including certain statins or blood pressure drugs, please consult your physician first. For enhanced benefit, pair your morning lemon water with a vitamin C-rich food at another point in the day, bell peppers, kiwi fruit, or strawberries, to maintain elevated levels in the skin throughout the day. Consistency matters far more than any single large dose. Addition 4. Silica, the trace mineral that holds collagen together. The fourth addition surprises almost every person I describe it to, because most people have never heard of silica in a health context. And yet, the evidence for its role in collagen structure is both compelling and underappreciated. Silica, in its biological form, is a trace mineral that plays a direct structural role in how collagen fibers are assembled and strengthened in human tissue. Specifically, it is required for the activation of an enzyme called prolyl hydroxylase, the enzyme most directly responsible for collagen cross-linking, which is the process that gives collagen its tensile strength and resistance to breakdown. Think of cross-linking as the riveting that holds structural beams together. Without adequate riveting, even well-formed components cannot bear real load. Without adequate silica, collagen fibers are less stable and more vulnerable to degradation. Your body's silica levels peak in your 20s and decline steadily from that point. By 65, tissue silica concentrations in the skin and connective tissue are typically less than a third of what they were at peak. A study published in the Archives of Dermatological Research found that women with the highest dietary silica intake showed significantly greater skin thickness and collagen density on biopsy, as well as measurably lower rates of wrinkle formation, compared to women with the lowest silica intake. A clinical trial conducted at the University of Bordeaux in France followed 76 women between the ages of 66 and 74 who supplemented their daily water intake with silica-rich mineral water for 24 weeks. At the study's conclusion, dermatological assessments documented a 29% improvement in skin surface texture, a 22% increase in skin elasticity, an improvement in nail integrity. Nails, like skin, depending on adequate collagen and silica for structural health. Consume at least 500 milliliters of silica-rich mineral water daily. Look for mineral water brands that list silica or silicone dioxide content on the label. Fiji, Volvic, and Spritzer are commonly available options with meaningful silica levels. Not all mineral waters are equivalent, so reading the label matters. If silica-rich mineral water is not available in your area, food-grade orthosilicic acid dissolved into regular water, typically 10 to 20 milligrams per day, is an equivalent alternative available at most health food retailers. For enhanced effect, consume your silica-rich water alongside a meal containing glycine-rich foods, such as bone broth or skin-on poultry. Glycine is the primary amino acid building block of collagen, and silica significantly improves the efficiency with which your fibroblasts convert it into finished collagen fiber. You are supplying both the raw material and the tool that shapes it. Addition 3. Aloe Vera Inner Leaf Gel, waking up dormant collagen factories. Most people think of aloe vera as something you apply to a sunburn. What very few people have been told is what the inner leaf gel of the aloe plant does inside the body when you drink it, and the mechanism is genuinely remarkable. The inner fillet of the aloe vera leaf contains a polysaccharide compound called ace-mannan. Research published in the Annals of Dermatology has shown that ace-mannan acts as a direct stimulator of fibroblast proliferation, meaning it increases the number of active collagen-producing cells in the dermis. One of the central challenges of collagen loss after 60 is not only that individual fibroblasts slow down, but that the total fibroblast population in aging skin declines significantly with age. Fewer factories means less production, regardless of how efficiently each individual factory operates. Eastman signals dormant fibroblasts to reactivate and begin dividing. A double-blind clinical study enrolled 45 women between 64 and 78 years of age. Half consumed a daily aloe vera inner leaf gel drink for 90 days. The other half received a matched placebo. At the study's end, biopsies in the treatment group showed statistically significant increases in both fibroblast density and measurable collagen content. Skin elasticity, assessed with clinical instruments, improved by 36% in the aloe group. The placebo group showed no significant change. Aloe vera inner leaf gel also contains plant-based sterols, lupiol, campesterol, and sitosterol, with documented anti-inflammatory properties that reduce the activity of enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases, which in chronically inflamed aging skin actively degrade collagen. Ace-mannan stimulates collagen production. The sterols reduce collagen destruction. That dual action is what makes this addition particularly meaningful. Use food-grade inner leaf aloe vera gel at approximately 2 tablespoons dissolved in 8 to 10 ounces of water, once daily, preferably in the morning. The critical detail here: avoid any product that contains the yellow latex layer found beneath the outer green skin. This layer contains compounds called anthraquinones that can cause gastrointestinal irritation, particularly in older adults. Look for products labeled inner fillet, inner leaf, or decolorized and purified aloe vera. For enhanced benefit, pair your aloe vera water with 200 to 400 international units of natural vitamin E daily. Research from the University of California at Davis showed that vitamin E and ace-mannan reduce collagen-degrading enzyme activity through complementary, non-overlapping pathways, producing a combined protective effect greater than either compound alone. Addition 2. Bone broth, collagen peptides that signal the body to rebuild. This is the addition that my patients often feel the effects of first, not just see, feel. A density and suppleness to the skin that many describe as something they had not noticed in years. Bone broth, consumed not as a soup base or a cooking liquid, but as a warm daily therapeutic drink, with the same consistency and intention you would bring to any meaningful health practice. When animal bones and connective tissue are simmered for an extended period in slightly acidified water, the collagen from those tissues dissolves into the liquid as gelatin. Gelatin is simply heat-unfolded collagen. When you consume it, your digestive system breaks it into small peptide fragments, chains of 2 to 5 amino acids called collagen peptides. And here is where the science becomes genuinely interesting. These collagen peptides, specifically dipeptides containing the amino acids hydroxyproline-proline and hydroxyproline-glycine, are absorbed intact through the gut wall into the bloodstream, where they circulate to skin tissue. When fibroblasts detect these fragments, they interpret them as evidence that collagen in the body is breaking down and respond by increasing their own collagen synthesis. The peptides are essentially delivering a biological signal. There has been structural loss. Build more. A double-blind trial at the University of Kiel involving 69 women between 65 and 80 found that daily collagen peptide consumption for 8 weeks produced measurable improvements in skin elasticity and hydration, with the most pronounced results in the subgroup of women over 70. Beyond collagen peptides, bone broth prepared from joints and connective tissue is rich in naturally occurring hyaluronic acid, the same compound injected in dermatology offices at considerable cost, present here in a bioavailable food form. It also contains calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and sulfur in highly bioavailable form, all cofactors in the enzymatic processes fibroblasts use to build and cross-link collagen. These are compounds that plain water simply cannot provide. The most therapeutic bone broth is made by simmering beef knuckle bones, chicken feet, or oxtail in water with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for 12 to 24 hours. The vinegar lowers the pH of the liquid, which significantly accelerates the dissolution of collagen and minerals from the bone tissue. Research from the University of Arkansas found that acidified bone broth preparation produces 2 to 3 times the collagen peptide content of unadulterated preparations. Once broth is ready, strain it, refrigerate overnight, and skim any solidified fat from the surface before warming and drinking 1 cup each morning or evening. For those without time to prepare broth at home, high-quality store-bought bone broth or hydrolyzed collagen peptide powder dissolved in warm water is an equivalent alternative. Look for products listing at least 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen per serving and that specify hydroxyproline content, the amino acid fingerprint of true collagen protein. Add a small amount of fresh ginger for an additional benefit. Ginger contains gingerols and shogals that directly inhibit the same matrix metalloproteinase enzymes that break down collagen, meaning you are building and protecting simultaneously. Addition 1. Hydrolyze marine collagen peptides in cold brewed green tea, the Collagen Symphony. And now we arrive at the addition I have recommended to more patients over the age of 70 than any other single intervention on this list. The combination that surprises almost everyone when I first describe it. The pairing that clinical research has shown to produce results not merely additive, but genuinely synergistic, meaning the combined effect is measurably greater than the sum of its parts. It is hydrolyzed marine collagen peptides dissolved in cold brewed green tea. 2 ingredients, 1 glass, an extraordinary outcome. Why marine collagen? Specifically, marine collagen is derived from the skin, scales, and connective tissue of wild-caught fish. It is approximately 90% type 1 collagen, the precise type that constitutes 80 to 90% of the collagen in human skin. Unlike intact collagen in food form, hydrolyzed marine collagen peptides have already been broken down through a controlled enzymatic process into the small 2 to 5 amino acid fragments that the body can absorb directly through the intestinal wall, with no additional digestion required. A meta-analysis published in the journal Nutrients reviewed 11 separate double-blind placebo-controlled trials involving more than 1,000 participants with a mean age of 67. Daily consumption of hydrolyzed collagen peptides produced a 28 to 39% improvement in skin elasticity, a 21 to 32% reduction in skin dryness, and measurable increases in collagen density confirmed by confocal microscopy, meaning researchers could see new collagen being deposited in the dermis at the cellular level. Meaningful changes in wrinkle depth became measurable within 4 weeks of daily use. Not 4 months, 4 weeks. Green tea's primary active compound, a catechin called EGCG, is one of the most comprehensively studied antioxidants in nutritional science. But its relevance here is not primarily as an antioxidant. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry demonstrated that EGCG directly activates a cellular signaling pathway, the WNT beta-catenin pathway, in fibroblasts, which functions as a master switch telling collagen-producing cells to increase synthesis. When EGCG activates this pathway, it amplifies the fibroblast response to the collagen peptide fragments already circulating in the bloodstream. If the collagen peptides are the message your fibroblasts receive, EGCG is what turns the volume up so the message comes through clearly. EGCG also directly inhibits the matrix metalloproteinase enzymes, responsible for ongoing collagen degradation in aging skin. A study from researchers at the University of Michigan Medical School found that green tea reduced MMP1 activity in human skin by 53%. You are stimulating production, blocking destruction, and amplifying the cellular response, all from the same drink. Cold brewing extracts. EGCG at approximately 1.5 times the concentration of hot brewing, while significantly reducing tannin content, which means a smoother taste and better digestive tolerance for older adults who find hot brewed green tea bitter. The evening before, steep 4 to 6 green tea bags or 2 tablespoons of loose leaf green tea in 1 liter of room temperature water. Refrigerate overnight for 8 to 12 hours. In the morning, dissolve 12 grams of hydrolyzed marine collagen peptide powder into 12 ounces of the prepared cold green tea and stir for 30 seconds. Consume on an empty stomach or with only a very light breakfast. Collagen peptide absorption into the bloodstream is approximately 40% higher in a fasted or near-fasted state. Continue this daily for a minimum of 8 weeks before assessing results, though most patients I work with notice changes in skin texture and density within 4 to 6 weeks. For enhanced results, take your marine collagen green tea alongside 200 to 400 milligrams of a standardized grapeseed extract supplement. Grapeseed extract contains oligomeric proanthocyanidins, which research at the Pasteur Institute in France has shown to directly cross-link collagen fibers, making their structure stronger and more resistant to enzymatic breakdown. Think of the collagen peptides as the material, the EGCG as the architect directing your fibroblasts to build, and the grapeseed OPCs as the structural bonding agent that holds everything firmly in place. I want to leave you with something I believe deeply, something I have come to understand through years of working alongside older adults who were told, implicitly or explicitly, that the changes they were experiencing were simply part of getting older and therefore beyond influence. That is not what the research shows. The fibroblasts in your dermis are not gone. The signaling pathways that drive collagen synthesis are not broken. The biological processes that repair and restore skin tissue are still present, still responsive, still capable of meaningful change. They simply need the right conditions, the right raw materials, the right biochemical signals, and the daily consistency that allows cumulative benefit to build over time. Whether you are 62 or 82, whether your skin concerns have been building for a decade or began more recently, whether you feel vibrant or whether you feel the weight of years, you are not too late. The science says so clearly and repeatedly across study after study, population after population. Small, consistent, scientifically grounded daily habits compound into real, measurable, lasting change. Your body has been working for you every single day of your life. These 5 additions are a way of working alongside it. If any part of today's conversation gave you something genuinely useful, please share it with someone you care about, and tell me in the responses. Which of these 5 will you try first? Your experience matters, and so does this conversation we are building together. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You have absolutely earned it.